Okay, so hello everyone, Leo here, Chilean physician and science fiction author and editor, and welcome to this Halloween special video. So, for this special, what I want to do is just, of course, staying within the realm of Chilean science fiction, this time with a little bit of horror. I'm gonna give you some recommendations, or I'm just gonna mention some of my own work where I have kind of dealt with that.
Don't want to know.
Then I'm gonna tell you some books that I do like and enjoy that have this common element, and I'm gonna end with showing you the book that I would like to read for this occasion. I haven't read it yet, but I think it's a perfect fit for it.
A story from a book I wouldn't read, but I would watch the movie of.
So, let's do this.
Okay, let's run.
Okay, so to begin with, in my case, I was thinking about the stories that I was going to mention, and I'm gonna tell you two. So first one, there is a short story that I really enjoyed writing and that I still really appreciate. It's a short story that's on my first book, Más Espacio del que Soñamos. And this story, the name of it is Padre Williams. And it's written in the way, let's say, using the atmosphere of The Exorcist. For saying it in simple words, but what it is about is how would a religious person, in this case the main character, how would, from a religious perspective, how would you deal with the concept of a form of life that's not human, let's say for example, I don't know, a robot, and that we assume that it has life, for example, and then if you had some kind of case of possession or demonic situations, how would you analyze that if you were that religious person? Particularly in this case, it's a priest from Santiago, the capital of Chile, but he has to travel to a rural place to witness a kind of situation that involves this. So that's the first one. And then the second one that I want to mention, oh no, before that, Padre Williams, it's in my first book, but it was also published in a Latin American science fiction magazine, one that I really like, that's called Espejo, Humeante, so you can check it out there too, and it's for free there. And the second story that I was going to mention, it's one that's it was published in an anthology called Confinamiento, but it's also going to be on my new book that's going to be out very soon, which is my third book, a new short story collection. But this other story, the name of it is Rumores.
I love rumors.
And what it is about is imagining a situation where humanity saves itself from a violent, horrendous, let's say, alien species by actually doing something so horrendous that these other species wouldn't dare to mess with humanity. So it's kind of what would be the cost of doing something like that.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
And it has that type of vibe. And one thing that I enjoy doing with that story in particular, it's using some epigraphs at the beginning of it. So for you to get an idea of the mood that I was thinking of on the epigraphs, I use three, which I hadn't done that before. I wanted to do something different. I put three epigraphs, but two of them are, one, for example, it's from Dark City, the film.
It is time for our experiment to move into a final phase.
So you'll get the idea of the atmosphere I was trying to convey. And another one is from the band Diary of Dreams, which has that really dark feeling vibe to it. So those are short stories where I have worked with science fiction intertwined with horror elements. Of course, I'm not an expert on horror.
Obviously.
So I always come from the science fiction side. But those are two examples that you can read on Halloween. Because this second one, even though it's going to be in my new book that's not out yet, you could find it in the anthology Confinamiento. That I'm going to put the link on. So it's out for free as well. And now, as the second part of this, just a quick mention of the books that I have enjoyed, where there is this mixed element of science fiction and horror. So I'll do that.
The horror.
So I've chosen, it's actually two that really have the mixed element of science fiction and horror. I'm going to start by this one, Front 243, by Michel Dev.
I'm the boss. Head honcho. El numero uno. Mr. Big. The Godfather. Lord of the Rings. The Bourne Identity. Taxi Driver. Jaws. I forgot the question quite a while back. Who are you again?
And what I just want to mention of this book, it's a short book. It's a short story collection as well. But the cool thing about what I enjoyed while reading this one is that it made me feel the way I felt when many years ago, when I would play this video game called Dead Space. That was a long time ago, but that was a kind of, like cosmic feeling of being trapped with strange kind of creatures. So I want to mention this one. And the other one, a little bit different, is this one from my friend JP Cifuentes Palma, 99942.
Well, that's easy to remember. 0118 999 88199 9119 7253.
This is an anthology, also a short story collection, and it's actually divided in three parts. So one of them it's purely science fiction, another is more dystopian, another is kind of purely into the horror realm. But I do like this one in the sense that JP in this book, it's all set in this kind of world before an asteroid hits and everything just collapses. But here you are. There you are.
Is anyone else seeing this? That's it.
He uses the elements of the supernatural, fantastic in rural places, combining horror and science fiction. And actually, while I'm saying this, now I'm thinking of other stories that I could mention in this video. Now, actually, I am going to. This is out of this. This is totally natural because I just thought of another one that I do want to mention because it's important. I'll be back.
A few moments later.
So, see, it's a natural video. I was just thinking of that, of the supernatural elements of mixing them with the science fiction things. Of course, I had to mention this classic. I almost forgot. But here it is. This book, El que merodea en la lluvia, which would be something like the one who dwells under the rain. It's by Hugo Herrera, one of the golden age authors of Chilean science fiction from the 50s. I'm not sure what year specifically this was, but probably 60-something. 1961. And it's about this strange creature that has come to the south of Chile, and it's doing horror, sci-fi like stuff. Big recommendation. I don't know why I forgot it, but it came to me while doing this video. So here it is. And the other one that I was going to mention, but this one's a special one because I do wanted to only bring up science fiction mixed with horror, but I'm going to show one that I think it doesn't have science fiction elements. I could try to force some of it, but still I did like it a lot, and I just want to show it because I did enjoy this kind of gruesome classical horror type, which is Piel Roja by Leonardo Espinoza. We share the same first last name, but we're not actually related. Well, perhaps many centuries ago, but this was just kind of a grotesque science fiction. I enjoyed it a lot. So those are a lot of recommendations for this Halloween special. Hope you read my short stories. I was thinking that I just show a lot of books, but that's the idea. That's the Halloween aspect of it. It's like many candies. But now, so how I want to finish this video is by showing you, I think that it is the perfect fit for this type of video, but it's one that I haven't read yet, and I should. So this is the one that I want to read. You'll see. So this one's by Francisco Traslaviña, and it has all the Halloween elements to it, right? And it's kind of it's an alien invasion during Halloween, but it's a satire. I think it has a lot of elements of the horror films that are kind of exaggerated in a way, and he tried to convey that with this story. So this is the one that I would want to read for this Halloween, and yeah, you can try that as well. We can talk about how it is. Oh, the allergies. I'm sorry. But yes, so this is the one with which I'm ending this Halloween special.
I love Halloween!
And I really hope that you enjoyed my recommendations. You can put on the comments some more Chilean science fiction mixed with horror that you would recommend, or any other comment that you may like. And that's about it. So this is your friendly dermatologist, as always, for this Halloween special. And see you on the next video. Hope you like this one. Bye.